Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Today's video is going to be my faves and fails for February of 2020. I know February's a short month, but I packed in a lot of makeup testing, skincare testing, and buying some new clothes and accessories, and I wanted to share the things that I had successes with and also the things that didn't work out so well for me. So let's get started in skincare today. Then we'll do makeup, then we'll do clothes and accessories last. So in skincare, a couple of faves that I had. I found a new sunscreen that I really like a lot, and it is the CeraVe Hydrating Sunscreen SPF 30 with a sheer tint. So this is a new product from CeraVe. I've really wanted to like their sunscreens in the past, and I really have not loved most of their sunscreens. This is an all-mineral sunscreen, so it contains 5.5% of titanium dioxide and 10% zinc oxide. Here's what it looks like if you're looking for it in the store. When I bought mine, it was only available on Amazon, so I'll link it there. So this is the texture on the sunscreen. It's pretty creamy. It's a medium to fair tint, I'd say. And when you rub it in, I don't really feel like it leaves that much of a tint on my skin, you know, so it's not going to be like a tinted moisturizer or like a foundation. Certainly the tint just really disguises the white cast. But what I love about this is that it's a hydrating formula, and I know a lot of you guys have not been able to use the Australian Gold sunscreen that I love so much because it is drying on the skin. Like, I even find it too drying to wear, and so this is not drying. This is a really hydrating formula. Like most of the CeraVe products, it does contain ceramides and niacinamide, which I love having in there. It's not water resistant though, so I wouldn't really recommend this one for the beach. This is more of like, you know, an everyday sunscreen that you would just put on to start your day, you know, go to the gym, things like that. And I did test it under makeup. It wasn't the greatest under makeup. It didn't make the makeup settle into my wrinkles any more than normal, but it did cause the makeup to wear off a little bit quicker. So the makeup that I tried it with generally lasts me 10 to 11 hours without any primer. And with this under, it shortened the wear from 10 hours to down to about 7 hours. Overall, a really great sunscreen that feels great to wear. All right, next up in skincare is something that I have been using for about 4 months now, and I was kind of on the fence about it. It was in my last skincare routine that I did, and that is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. And I was using this to try to make my pores look smaller. As you know about me and my pores, and I just can't stand how enlarged they are. This was kind of one of the last ditch efforts because I am going to be getting a Morpheus 8 treatment, or maybe a series of Morpheus 8 treatments this winter, which is almost over. I better get on it. But that is definitely supposed to help with skin texture and help to reduce the size of your pores. But I did want to try some topical stuff first to see if it would work. Last time I talked about this with you guys, I said that I felt like it was working a little bit. I was at the 1 month mark, so I wasn't sure yet. People had said, you know, give it time, it takes at least 6 weeks, and I did feel like my pores were slightly reduced using this, but it wasn't enough to make them not be noticeable every day. Like, they were only slightly reduced, so let's say 10%. So I am going to stop using this. I'm not going to continue with it. But of course, my pores are enlarged because of years and years and years of sun damage. Other people may have enlarged pores due to other things, and this may work a lot better for them. You know, it's nice and gentle, I gotta say, because usually when I try to use salicylic acid, it doesn't go well for me, and it makes my face bright red and really irritated, and I can't use it. This was actually very, very usable. So the last topical thing that I'm trying before I'm getting the Morpheus 8 is that I am currently trying the 20% niacinamide treatment, and this says that you should see a significant reduction in pores and textured skin within a month of using it twice a day. So I've been doing it twice a day for about 3 weeks now. I have another week to go. So I'm 3 weeks in. I'm not seeing a huge difference in my pores yet. I am seeing a lot of redness on my skin because niacinamide above 10% on me tends to just make me red. And, kind of the last thing I need is for my nose to be even redder, and my chin to be redder, and my cheeks to be redder. Anyway, I will continue out for the rest of the week so that I get a full month in. I will be taking before and after pictures. And so I'll probably end up doing a video on it if there's anything worthwhile to report. If not, this may just be the only report on it. All right, last thing in skincare is a self-tanner that I tried this month. It's the Isle of Paradise self-tanning drops. I got them in the shade medium. So this is a cool concept. Rather than buying a whole big thing of self-tanner that's already in a cream, you basically get these drops and you mix it with whatever cream you're normally using. So I like mixing this in with my Alpha lotion or my CeraVe lotion or my Neutrogena lotion. This is kind of a fave and a fail because when I first started using it, the instructions say to use like 2 or 3 drops per handful of cream. And so I was just doing like drop, drop, drop and mixing it in. And I was like, yeah, I guess I'm seeing a little bit of darkness, but it was taking a long time to build up a tan. So anyway, I'm in this text group with a bunch of bloggers and I asked people if they liked this, and a couple of people said, oh yeah, they absolutely loved it. And I was like, well, how much do you use? Because I'm not really getting much of a tan out of it. And someone said that she uses 2 to 3 droppers full per leg and 2 or 3 droppers for both arms. So I was like, oh, I am definitely not using enough. So, a dropper full versus 2 or 3 drops, that's a big difference. So I tried it again, and wow, did I wake up tan the very next day. I was really surprised. And actually, I've showered like 2 or 3 times between then and now, but you can still see how tan my arm is compared to like my hand, where I wash my hands so much that I just cannot get self-tanner to stay on my hand, so it does look a little weird when I'm showing it to you like this. But my arm was really tan, and this is after 2 showers and not reapplying the self-tanner, so I was really dark for a hot sec there. But the part where it was a fail was that apparently I didn't mix it in with my cream well enough when I got down to doing my lower legs. And so it's very streaky and it's very uneven. So, I'd say that it is a really good product that really works, but you have to use the right amount of it. You can't be stingy with it, and you have to really make sure that you mix it well into your moisturizer so that you get it evenly distributed on your skin. So that's it for skincare. Let's move on into, oh wait, I have one hair care thing I wanted to show you. It is the Briogeo Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I had been using this originally when I got it as a leave-in conditioner, but then I started using the Colleen Rothschild leave-in conditioner. The Smooth and Shine Hair Serum is the bomb. But anyway, Briogeo sent me this in PR like, I don't know, a year ago. And so I still had it hanging around, and I was looking for something to calm down my curls right after I used my curling wand to make them. I was using the Beach Waver, and my hair's so fine and it really takes a curl well, but it really looks very like, corkscrew curly. And I just wanted it to look a little more natural, a little more undone. I wanted it to look just more like, beachy waves rather than these like, wee, little slides. I was like, I wonder if I just spritz a little bit of this like in my hands and just kind of rub it through my hair, if that would help. And so that's how I've been doing my hair the last couple of weeks, and I really like it a lot better. It just looks so much less, done and more casual and, just better for your like average everyday hair. All right, let's move on to makeup, you guys. I found a new Holy Grail foundation this month. I was so happy with this. It is the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue what is it called? Moisturizing makeup. And this is awesome. If you want to take a look at my Foundation Friday on it, where I'll show you like 3 days of wear test, more mature skin, I'll link that video right up here. It is a really, really good one, especially for those of you with dry skin. I think it would be just fantastic on, and I'm wearing it again today. I love it. My only problem with it is that it does contain fragrance, but you know how fragrance is. You put it on something and then it dissipates quickly and then you don't smell it anymore, but I do smell it every time I put it on. And the shade range was not great. It only comes in 20 shades. I'm not sure if this is the replacement for the Double Wear Water Fresh, because I guess that was discontinued, and people keep asking me how this compares to that, and I think there's no comparison because I did not like Double Wear Water Fresh at all, but this I absolutely love. It just looks so natural and skin-like, and it's got that youthful glow on the skin, and you know, it's buildable, but it doesn't look heavy like makeup, so that is a real winner. If you haven't tried this, you really should give this a try. I also reviewed Tati's Blendiful Makeup Application Sponge. I'll put the review up here if you guys want to see it. I don't think for me it's like replacing all of my beauty tools, but it wasn't bad, and if you don't have every beauty tool known to man, like a makeup sponge and a separate brush for, you know, blush, contour, highlighter, and everything else, and you don't have a lot of money to spend, then $18 for a tool that can actually do everything is pretty cheap. And I gotta say, where this really shines is in applying concealer under the eye and then applying your powder to your concealer. Like, I was pretty blown away at what smooth concealer application this gave. My under eye was so smooth, you guys, and so like locked down and set. It was really, really great. Then there was a second influencer release that I reviewed this month. It was the Makeup Geek rebrand. Makeup Geek has relaunched all of their eyeshadows. Makeup Geek had sent me both of the Matrix palettes, which are 2 palettes this size, in PR. What I've ended up doing since then is just taking out the shades of the eyeshadows that I like the best and then adding in some bigger products like this highlighter and bronzer. And what I'm going to do eventually is narrow this down a little bit more to 12 pans of eyeshadow, and then I can fit in 2 blushes over here, and then I'll have like a perfect travel palette. But these eyeshadows are so, so good. I've been wearing them nonstop since I got these, and what I love about it is that they're so easy to blend and you can make such beautiful eyeshadow looks. I think it's really nice that it's all modular, so you can pick your own shades, you can make your own little quad palette, you can make your own little 9 shadow palette. And then another eyeshadow palette that I tried this month that I actually liked pretty well was this Maybelline Nudes of New York palette. And this has some pinks, it has some rusts, it has some shimmers and some mattes, it's got some cool tones and it's got some warm tones. So I did an eye look with this that I had on in, I want to say, the foundation review on maybe day 2 or something like that. If I can find the footage, I'll bring it in to show you what the eyeshadow looked like. But these were really easy to blend, really easy to work with. I thought this was a really great little palette from Maybelline, so that was awesome. Another makeup fave for this month was the Jeffree Star concealer and the Jeffree Star setting powder. I had such a perfect example of the difference that a setting powder can make, especially if you're taking a flash photo at night. I always use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder under my eyes. I think that is the perfect powder for setting your under eye concealer, except if you're going to a nighttime party and there's going to be flash photography, because this is what happens when you take a flash picture with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder under your eyes. And using the Jeffree Star powder, this is what happens when you take a flash picture. So you could see the difference in the powders, and it may be because the Jeffree Star powder has a little bit of color to it. The one that I have is in the shade beige, but if you are getting photographed a lot at night with flash like a celebrity, then you should definitely check this powder out. And I also have been really enjoying the Jeffree Star concealer again. And so a lot of people have been asking me, since I mentioned it in another video, what shade I wear in it. And so the shade I have is C17, and I think that that is a really good color match for me. This is really opaque, and so especially if you have under eye darkness, this is a absolutely fabulous concealer because it only takes the tiniest little bit of it to get really smooth, really opaque coverage. It doesn't settle in your wrinkles, it doesn't make your wrinkles look worse. I mean, it wears about the same as any other concealer, but anyway, it is good stuff. I tried the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. This is in the fair to medium shade, which when I opened this, I was shocked that this was the fair to medium. Let me just put it out on the back of my hand here. Ah! Like, how is that fair to medium? That is pretty dark. Like, if I just blend that out on my hand, it just kind of disappears and becomes very, very sheer. You know, you basically just take this and kind of dot it around your face and you do your contouring and everything. I did use it today, so I do have it on already, and now I have on more of it, and I don't have a damp sponge to blend it with, but anyway, I'm going to use a dry sponge. But, you know, I was surprised at how dark it was at first, and I was really afraid of it, but then I was pleasantly surprised at how sheer it is when you actually put it on. This is definitely a redder tone. It's not the exact tone that I love my contour to be. The color could be slightly more perfect for me, but overall I really, really like it. And then the last things in makeup are a couple of lipsticks. I had bought some MAC lipsticks last time we had a Faves and Fails because I was feeling like in a nude rut. And so I bought like a really poppy red color, and that was in my previous one. But this time I was back to my nude rut, but I wanted something that was nude but with a little bit of color to it. So I picked up a couple of drugstore lipsticks. This one is the Maybelline matte lipstick in Naked Coral. This is the one I'm wearing today. I love this color. It is so pretty. I don't know why I have to buy lipsticks in threes. Like when I bought the MAC lipsticks, I bought 3. And when I bought this lipstick, ooh, I love how this smells. It smells kind of like vanilla. So I got that one, which was Naked Coral. Then I got this one, which is Daringly Nude. And then I wanted to try a Revlon Color Stay lipstick because I remember liking these years ago. This one is called Bare Affair, number 044. This is Maybelline Naked Coral. This is Daringly Nude, and this is Revlon Bare Affair. And while we're up here, another fave for this month is this nail polish color. I love this color. So many of you have asked about it over the month, and I kept forgetting to put it in the show notes in the info box, but it's Essie, it's called Merino Cool, and it's a great color. And then a lot of you had also asked about the ring that I wear on this hand over the course of the month, so I just wanted to show this to you as a fave. This is a gorgeous little ring. This is a little bit of a spendy ring because these are actual little like diamond chips. And this one that I have is in rose gold, but it also comes in regular gold color and in silver. And I just love it. It's just so understated and beautiful. And sticking with jewelry, I've got a couple of new necklaces here that I love. I ordered these last week because I saw on another influencer this little charm necklace. She actually had a different charm, but as I was looking through the charms, I saw this one and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a little Pegasus. It's a winged horse. Here's the pendant. Maybe I can insert a picture if I can't get my camera to focus on it, but it's the most beautiful little like coin type pendant, and the horse is in relief, and then it's got these little bumps around the edge. I just love it, and I love the chain on this. And then I also got this rectangular shaped chain to go with it, and I love this one because it's so dainty, and on the one side of the rectangle it has like little CZ kind of stone things. I don't know if you can even see them if I'm holding it the right way. And this necklace is one of those toggle necklaces, so it can be really long or really short. So all you do is toggle this guy in the back, so you can wear it really long, or you can toggle it up to choker length. So I'm really loving these two necklaces, and especially because they are plated with 12 karat gold. And you know, my neck has been so sensitive these days that I really can't wear any super cheap jewelry anymore, which I'm kind of bummed about because I love cheap jewelry. And I love layering necklaces, and I love how these two go together. So, oh my gosh, this rainbow sweater, I love it. This is really taking me back to the 70s. I'm feeling like the whole 70s vibe today with the like wavy long hair and the rainbow sweater. Let me just go back here so you can take a look at the sweater. Isn't it just so cute? It's like a cotton polyester blend, so it's not itchy at all. And it just is so springy and awesome. It comes in gray, navy, burgundy, and white as well. Then a top that I had worn in another video that of course you couldn't see most of what was going on with it, but that I have totally fallen for, is this tiger top. This would look great with white jeans and a denim jacket, or with a leather jacket with your blue jeans. Anyway, it's just such a cute and casual top. I'm really into the more graphic tops these days. And then less of a casual, more of a grown-up top that I picked up at Nordstrom this month and I love is this very simple black blouse, but I love the neckline on this. It's got a tab collar here, but something about the way it sits on your skin, the way it notches in here and then goes down. That is just a plain V-neck, and it crosses over and folds over at the waist, so it's one of these ones where you don't have to tuck it in, you don't have to figure out what to do with it. It just hangs there normally, and then the back is a little bit longer. It's got the tab sleeves so you can roll them up. Of course, I got the black, but it came in all kinds of different floral patterns. There's a really pretty green one, a really pretty red one, I want to say, a black one with like a yellowy flower. Anyway, I know it's funny that I'm showing you black things when it's, you know, the 1st of March tomorrow, but no, tomorrow is leap year. I know, can you believe it? It's like we get an extra day. Do you know anybody who has a birthday on leap year? If you have a leap year birthday, leave a comment. We'd love to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, leap year babies. And then, oh, I wanted to show you a shoe dupe that I found at Target. I don't know if you guys bought or remember these Steve Madden sandals from last summer. I love these. These also come in black, but I got this pair that have more of the tribal pattern on them. And while I love these, I did find them a little limiting to wear. Like you could only wear them with khaki or black or, you know, a couple other colors. But anyway, I was walking through Target the other day and look what I saw. Is that not the exact same shoe? So $35 for this guy, $80 for this guy, and virtually the same. The only difference, it looks to me, is the way the heel strap is made. This one connects at the back, and it always made it a little awkward and hard to stretch this enough to get into it. But this one is connected down here at the side, and it just looks like it's going to be so much easier to get in and out of. And they do have these in a couple of other colors as well, so I'll link those in the info box below the video. Here's just a random thing. This one actually belonged in my 13 random things I love to buy on Amazon, and that was my last Friday's video. And so if you haven't seen that one, you can pop over and take a look at that. This was supposed to be in that video, but it didn't come in time. This is something that I bought for my daughter for Christmas, and she loves it so much, and I wanted one for myself, so I went ahead and bought one, but I didn't have one to show in the video because it hadn't arrived yet. So what this is a travel makeup brush case, and it's just this really pretty rose gold case. The top is a clear plastic with a mesh overlay, and it zips open, and then you can fold this down, and then the thing stands up in your hotel room or wherever you're staying and holds your brushes. And it also has a little elastic bands there that you can slip your brushes into. So it's going to hold your brushes right in there, but hold them securely so they're not bouncing into each other. And I just thought it was a great idea. And when you're ready to hit the road, you just zipper them right on in there, and then you've got all your brushes safe and secure for travel. So I love that. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you are these wire wrapped candles back here. I showed these in my video last Friday. That was the Amazon finds, because I did find these on Amazon, but unfortunately I forgot to check Amazon whether they were still in stock or not before I made the video, and they were completely sold out on Amazon, but I was able to source them out at another store. So they're linked in the information box below this video. They're made out of wax, so it's like a real candle on the outside, but they have this really pretty wire wrap with the little fairy lights on it. So they just are so much prettier than a regular standard candle. It is a battery powered light inside, and they have 3 on-off switch positions, of course off, and then they have on, and they also have a timer where it's on for 8 and off for 16. And that brings us to the end of Faves and Fails for another month. So I hope you enjoyed the Faves and Fails, found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.